comes out of focus for some reason. Focus. Oh, thank you very much. Right. I'm just making sure that we are live. Are we streaming this now? We live? Yes, we are. We are live. We're live. We're here. We're entertainment tonight. Yes. Welcome to Queensville tonight, guys. It is obviously Saturday. It's time for general chat tonight. But tonight, on this very special version of Queensville, we're going to do, as you've probably seen, it is time to have a reaction for the Queen movie, which has been finished. And I have got the trailer ready to go. Hence the fact the screen is black on here. And I will be playing it for you in 15 minutes. So keep tuned tonight on this anyway. So welcome to Saturday Chat. Yeah, I've got some updates, guys. What's happening with A Dead Inside? I have had some sad news this week. Well, not sad news, but kind of just a little bit unhappy news I've received from Jodie herself. Jodie was unfortunately Jodie is not very well at the minute. She's been coming down with some illness, which is affecting her a little bit, and it's a shame that we basically Dead Inside has been put on hold until further notice. Because what we've done is we basically have just had a few good weeks and a few bad weeks, and unfortunately we are scheduling that now for another date. What I can tell you is, guys, is that we have got a project coming out, and this is the next one we're bringing up. This will actually be the first release that's coming out now. This is replacing Dead Inside now. Jade's album is to be released. This will be released in 3 weeks' time. 3 weeks' time. Jade is coming in to do the vocals for her album next week. She is phenomenally brilliant. She wanted to have a career for herself. This album is absolutely phenomenal. Fortunately, the tracks aren't finished yet. We're still waiting for guitar parts from our new friend Andy Mack. Has joined the team now. He's joined ST Entertainment, and I'm happy to say he was phenomenal. His audition was just brilliant, and he's been doing all the guitar parts for My Best Days, and he's been just phenomenal. And later on in the show, I will play you actually the new guitar mix of My Best Days, because it is absolutely brilliant. It's doing like exactly like Brian May and Queen, and later on you will hear that for the first time, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So that's how things stand at the moment. We have an audition tomorrow. We're going to audition tomorrow. And, well, I've heard her voice. And I kind of, I don't know. Have to see. Have to see first. Let me just stick on my text on here. Actually, there should be a text already on there. Oh, text one's not on. Text. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Okay. So I'm just going to title on the corner of the screen, and you guys can see it there as well. Try not to make it too big, because would it be in that? Actually, can we actually? Oh, actually, probably can anyway. Getting used to OBS, guys, it's just absolutely crazy. Anyway, so yes, we are going to do the Queen reaction film in a few minutes. We'll just wait for those guys to come on this afternoon. We won't normally start the stream about 6 o'clock, but to be honest with you, I thought I'd come in early and do it anyway for that. So now I have to say something. Something else that has cropped up as well. The website is getting launched in 2 weeks' time. You can purchase Jade's album first, And we are going to do rough mixes for her album as well, which we're going to do on a live stream tomorrow for Jade's rough mix album, which should be very interesting for you guys to listen to. So there's 2 projects we've got in mind at the moment. But like I say, guys, unfortunately, Jade and Side put on hold until further notice. So I can't give a specific date for it. As soon as Jodie's much well enough to do it, we'll get sorted out anyway, which is fine. But now we're here tonight for 2 hours at least before the dog decides to have a you know what. She behaved tonight as well. She behaved last week. She was crazy last week. Every time I keep trying to do Queensville at a certain time, I can never do it. It's always so hard, difficult to do it. Chat is open tonight, guys. You guys can chat in the chat room. I don't know whether we should actually wait until some other guys come on for some reason, but we might anyway. Last week, if you tuned in last week, we actually did have a lot of good chats last week, actually, which was really cool. So, anyway, I suppose you guys want me to do this reaction to this Queen trailer, right? Now I have got the sound sorted out as well, so you will be able to hear the sound out of the video. I have seen this trailer once, but I think I was tired when I saw this one. So this is the first time I get to see it again. I only saw this about the week it came out, but I really don't know what to say about it, to be honest. But we'll give you my reaction first anyway. So here is the preview trailer for the film of Bohemian Rhapsody, as it's called now, and I'm gonna play it, and I want to see my reaction to it.
So now what?
This is when the operatic section comes in.
Oh, the operatic section, yeah.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
It goes on forever, 6 bloody minutes.
I pity your wife if you think 6 minutes is forever.
We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you.
I don't know what to say about that, actually. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to explain. I've got some good points and bad points about it. I mean, first of all, 20th Century Fox has financed this. Primary's produced the film. Regency Entertainment has also financed this as well, for obviously their thing of it. I don't know. I'll have to look at it again. I'll watch the trailer again, actually, and see what the trailer means. I understand what they're going for. I mean, I suppose if you think about it, it's like a piratey movie, in my words, and I think it is. Because I'm sorry, I hate to say this, but he looks like Mick Jagger in that very opening shot there.
So now what?
This is when the operatic section comes in.
Oh, the operatic section, yeah.
I mean, the Brian May thing's good. I mean, they got like King Replica Brian May so perfect for it. And Replicate might sort of test this with performance
Goes on
anyway.
forever 6 bloody minutes.
I pity your wife if you think 6 minutes is forever.
So second time round, I absolutely don't know. I'll have to go through pieces and pieces of the film to see exactly. I totally understand why the guy, Ravi Malek, is playing this character for Freddie Mercury. I know that trying to replicate the guy on stage, and I know that for a fact it's clever how they've done it for that. Because I think, in my own opinion, maybe it's probably okay. I mean, I'm not going to say that this is fantastic. I mean, all right, it's got to have like 1 million views within a week this came out. I mean, I don't know. You see, the thing is, let's have a quick look at what we actually have on the stage. So this is the replica of the drum kit. Now, I hate to say this, but the drum kit looks absolutely awful on this. The face doesn't even look like Roger anyway. Well, maybe the replica of it, yeah, it probably could work. It probably would be fine. Stage looks pretty good for what it's worth anyway, for what it's made for. I suppose that's even incredible. But I think, in my own opinion, why is it that I mean, right, let's have a quick look at some of the shots that we have in the film. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, right, I think that the guy who played it, I mean, he's doing a good job of it. I mean, look at him there. I mean, that looks like, you see, if you could resemble it to Freddie behind me then in the background, he kind of, the part for the role for this, it's difficult to actually describe it. Does he have a talent as Freddie Mercury? Or is he just trying to replicate the stage or anything? You know, it's kind of a bit of a thing of it. Why is it this picture looks like Mick Jagger? Face expressions. You think you're trying to be like Mick Jagger next time? Yeah, that's kind of going for the one for it anyway. I mean, the face expressions are a little bit. I absolutely haven't got a clue. What is with his mouth? I mean, look at it. It's like I think this guy. I really think he could do it. He could pull it off, but for sort of the vibes they'll get from it, and maybe it could work. I don't know. It might be phenomenal what's going to be doing it, but I mean, again, I really don't know whether they'll say, well, this could be a great success. Regency Productions have financed this film in America and they've done it that way from it. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could play a good part. Why the hell is it like Mick Jagger for? It could have really. It looks like Prince. He absolutely looks like Prince, actually, which is very unusual. I mean, there's nothing like Freddie Mercury. Looks nothing like him on that shot there. I mean, we'll slow it down, right? Let's just slow this down. Let's see. See, I mean, right, the band shots, right? You got Freddie and I think it's supposed to be John and Brian, isn't it? Or John and somebody else. It does kind of, the treatment works for it anyway. But I mean, yeah, well, I'm kind of, I mean, you could pull it off. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe I just think from my point of view, if you guys really want to see this film, I would really say, from my point of view, it just looks silly. It looks like, it just looks so funny in a way, but then again, it looks like it's not dramatic. I just think, I mean, look at him. It looks like Prince. That it doesn't. See there, so that shot there. That's when he was like. That's where he's a Freddy in a way. So that shot there. He's got like the Freddy look for that, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, and then again, I mean, see, I kind of think. But I just haven't got a clue. By the way, I'm slowing this down, by the way, so you guys can actually see the shots that they got for this film. I mean, in my mind, one mind's telling me to go and see this. One mind's telling me no. One mind's telling me something else. But you guys will have to tell me, what do you think about it? Do you think it'll be a success? Do you think it'll be alright? Do you think that they're trying to pirate the band? That, I mean, this guy here, he's got the right tone as what Brian May has, and the great thing of it. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is the way they've just done a piss take on it, really. And I think Chris would hate this film. He would hate it. I think he would say it's a disaster. I mean, I totally understand where they're going with it, but how is it supposed to be saying that it's supposed to be a Freddie Mercury tribute to him? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the stage for Live Aid looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I'm glad I didn't put a digital art in this. I'm glad I didn't do this digital crap capture. Well, they might have done it for like a blue screen on it. Which, I mean, oh wait, okay. It would have cost them quite more money to do that, obviously, for the stage presence. So whether they've got real actors in there and they've actually just put a backdrop in a main digital frame of it, maybe they have. But I think I kind of get the funny feeling that they're going for the earlier type of where it is. The Brian in that looks absolutely phenomenal. I don't think the stage part of Live Aid looks real. I know you guys are going to say, but they're replicating it for the film. But they are going to do it for the film. But how can they actually say that it would be... See, guys, you guys have to comment tonight about this. And so, what do you think about it? Do you think it'll be a hit? Do you think it'll be? Is it worth seeing? But the music is going to put me off, though. It sounds like a soundtrack album they're going to put on with original tracks, and that's going to really lose a bit of the audience feel for it. I just think this may be... I can't say wow to it. I can't say wow to this. I just think there's just things that in this film that basically... possibly the way they've just really done a film that's a parody film, but I mean, the story for it, don't get me wrong, but the backdrop looks great, but for scenes that are kind of a little bit bemused about, I'm kind of stuck, really. I don't know I can't think of anything that would go with this. If Chris was sitting here now with me, we would be talking about this for ages. I mean, he would be saying to me, this is dreadful. This is dreadful. But he would have the same opinion. He'd go like, well, why? Well, if they've done a film like this, why? How comes you would think that they would have really mocked something of Freddie in a way. I mean, the shots are great. I mean, don't get me wrong. The way they've done the presentation is wonderful. But that image does not look like him at all. That looks like bloody Mick Jagger. That's just... But this was another thing gets me as well about this. The music in this sounds remixed. It sounds like they've remixed the whole soundtrack. So is it him singing on it, or are they actually using Queen's tracks, or what are they doing? Because I'm really worried people are going to see this in cinemas and going to go, that was horrible. But Brian's produced it anyway, but the review hasn't come out yet. It's being shown in America first, and then they're showing it in the UK. But it's interesting how Regency Films have put money into this. 20th Century Fox and Queen Productions have got nothing to do with it. Well, that's another thing as well. They financed the film. They've paid over $50 million to get this out. And having an American company to actually produce the film is not bad. So really, let's go back to let's see. I'm just trying to find the logo. Regency credits. 20th Century Fox has bought the film, right? They bought this. And Regency has actually just financed this as well in America. So why the hell did Brian have not Queen Films? Why did Queen Films never ever get involved with this film? Brian, but what's going on? I mean, fair enough. See it in large format in the big cinemas in Dolby Cinema, right? Well, I couldn't give a shit about that. That's all right. It's actually released November the 2nd in theaters. So they but they had two directors to film it. Dexter Fletcher was the approach to direct it, and then you had the other guy directing it as well, which was the American guy who really wanted to do it so badly. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm a bit of a lost cause with this thing, to be honest. But if you guys want to comment on it about it and see what you think about it, then let me know. But I mean, I look at it now and I look at it thinking, chose a guy to do it, and he wants to do a good job, and he wants to be next Freddie. All right. So I just don't know. I just don't know. I think it'd be better if you actually went to see the film in the cinema first and see what your reactions with it, and then after that you come up to cinema, vlog something about it, put a vlog on there saying, well, the movie was phenomenally brilliant and the soundtrack was just that's the thing as well. You see, have they remixed the soundtrack for this as well? Have they used Queen songs? Have they used the Queen songs for this? How much Queen songs are they going to put in the soundtrack to do? That's the thing that bemuses me as well. And how much did they actually pay to get the rights to do the songs? Because that would have been a ton of money from Brian's behalf anyway, from it, which is thinking on it. I kind of think it may be a, I don't know. I'm a bit of a lost cause with this, guys. So if you guys have got any ideas, do you think what's your feelings about this reaction? What do you feel about this film? Because my point of view is it would probably work for the Americans would get it. The younger generation wouldn't get it though. They wouldn't get it. They'd go, who's this guy? And they would just do it for that point of view anyway. But from where it stands, I think I don't know. I absolutely do not know. Anyway, let's see. I think you shouldn't judge the film after this trailer. Just wait until the film gets to me. That's not the point. That's not the point. That is not the point. That's not the point that I'm trying to get across. What I'm trying to get across is, I'm trying to get across the fact that if you've seen a preview trailer that comes out, you're showing you the bits of the film. I'm talking about it from a business sense. I'm not talking about it from a film sense, because people are going to be thinking, you're talking about it from like a business sense. That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to speak about the film. I don't want to speak about the actors. I want to know more about choosing characters is a fine idea to do the film, but I just don't know whether it'll attract the younger generation for this. Maybe they have listened to Queen songs and said, oh, we'll go for BMP Fat Bomb Girls and do that. But the music gets me though. Have they actually remixed the sound? I think they remixed the soundtrack, to be honest with you. I think they have. I'm sure they have, which is another thing. Perhaps, Planet Mixer. Perhaps another trailer will bring more positive thoughts with the acting and the music. Do you know what? If they did bring a second, I don't see. I know this is the only trailer that I know of. I don't know if there's a second trailer out there, but I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, positive. We'll get it. I mean, we'll get it straight away. We'll know exactly what this is all about. But I just can't understand how you're replicating Freddie, but that's not even Freddie on stage. It looks like Mick Jagger on stage. I mean, although it's very hard to imitate Freddie. Exactly. That is exactly what my point is. I mean, maybe you could pull it off. I just don't know, guys. I absolutely am lost with this. This is something that I think the acting would be good. Don't get me wrong, the acting would be very good. But playing the Freddy part, they tried many times to get hold of a right person for it. And looking at it now, maybe probably thinking about it now in two ways. Possibly. But that's my thoughts on that anyway. I just don't know whether I can say yes or no. Even if Chris saw this, he'd just go, what the hell they've done to this film? But I think what they might do is we might get this storyline for it as well from it. I mean, I don't know where it starts. That's the thing. Just what gets me is the music. I hope it's not going to mess it up, dude. That's what it means. They should put in some interviews by Freddie instead of the acting the whole film. That would be a very interesting idea. But the only thing is, and this is the only gripe that'll be. They might put audio over it. Might put audio over the top of it. It may work at the very beginning of the film, saying that might work indeed. Right. Although also 15 million views on the trailer makes me smile. Actually, yeah, I do agree. 15 million is good for the Americans. For the UK, I ain't got a clue. I just think the UK, all Queen fans in the UK are going to go and see it. They'll come out, and Brian will be there, and Nita will be there because Brian's going to produce the film anyway. And I think there'll be going to be mixed reactions with this. So I'm going to say that I am happy for it. I'm happy for it to come out, but I'd have to go and see it in the cinema first. And I think in the cinema, that's a better idea because then you can get a glimpse of what it is. When the Blu-ray comes out, I'll definitely get it on Blu-ray download. And for the kind of thing it's going to work, I think that I'm going to give it a 50-50. 50% chance yes and 50% chance no. I just really don't know. I'm not saying my reaction is seeing it. I mean, it was funny to see it. Anyway, I'm just going to watch it one more time. With the sound off this time. It takes me 3 times to actually get into this. Actually, I'm actually giving it now a positive thing about this now. Because I'm seeing it now 3 times and I think that I'm actually convinced that this might work. So I have to say that I'm not going to go, woohoo, it's a good trailer and everything. I would have to see this in the cinema for real first. I mean, I don't mind paying 20 quid for a ticket to go and see it. But I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy about it. But looking at it now, it's for a 3rd time looking at it now. But I'm just going to say it's absolutely. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it, guys. I don't know. I'll have to. We'll have to see when the press comes out anyway from this. But anyway, that's my overall talk about it. If you guys want to talk about it tonight, feel free. Let's have a good discussion about it, guys. Let's see what your thoughts are about it. Planet Mixer says, I mix Mash calculated Queen Official and 20th Century Fox and Media One, and it's come over to 15 million. In case you wondered, bloody hell. That was that one. What's the budget? The budget. My God. Gaming says, I think the film won't be popular because the young generation don't care. That's something else. You see, that's exactly what I was on about, Gaming Head. You were absolutely spot on, mate. I don't think the younger generation will understand this film at all. I want to see what the Freddy and Roger fight is about. Me too. Which part is it? Whereabouts is that part? Is it here? Let me have a quick look. No. There's part here. Yeah, I'd like to know about that as well. What is that? What's it all about? Maybe it was frustrating that the fact that we're trying to get the label sorted out or anything else. Very interesting, that part. Very interesting. He's smashing all the pieces down in his nest is pretty interesting indeed. There's something in there's something in there that they must have said, let's see if we can do that stuff as well. No, in the studio. Which part? Oh, this part here. Where the cat is. Where's... Oh, that's this part here. Ah. Well, that must have been from the Hot Space tour, that. I wonder if that's all about the hot space thing, that he didn't want to do it. That's probably why they had the fight with that as well from it. Hot space is probably what was going through the motions at the time with it. That would be an interesting thing to see on film, actually, that. I mean, Jim Beach, obviously, the guys playing Jim Beach there is pretty good, but having John Deacon on the thing of it and studio managers and stuff, I think that would be an interesting thing to do. Actually, it's very interesting how they've actually done that for the first time on film, would you believe? That's a thing. That's a thing. I actually think this would be worth going to see. Just for the release of it. I don't know. I really I've got good vibes about. I've got good vibes and bad vibes about it, but kind of half and half about it. But I'm thinking now, maybe. Up to you guys. From my point of view, I think I'd have to see it in the cinema first, and then I'll have to give you my reaction about it when I go and see it. That'll be a future video coming up on YouTube on Queenful. I remember all that except for Freddie who hated body language. Body language is one of those risque gay songs which people didn't like. Hello Chaz. Hello Gary. Nice to see you, mate. Just talking about the Freddie Mercury movie here. If you've seen the preview trailer, we're going to play it one more time without the sound on. Because I realised there was issues with it. I'm a partner anyway with it. This is the trailer for the Freddie Mercury movie. If you guys have not seen this yet, I've got good vibes and bad vibes about it, but I'm also thinking a 50-50 sort of idea for it as well. So I don't know what you guys want to add to this, but if you guys have got any comments about it, let me know. What do you think should I think they should put excerpts from Freddie on the film actually, which is cool. The Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. I'm kind of like that tonight with it. I'm kind of half and half. How would you guys feel about it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you just, yeah. I mean, the 70s part's pretty good. But I want to laugh as well. I want to laugh. I just think it's just I think it's a parody, to be very honest with you, but it's actually how I did it is clever. But digital for the backgrounds of the Live Aid thing, you know, maybe it was a bit much too expensive to recreate it. But then again, we'll see. But I think the film's going to last for like 2 hours at least. Or 2.5 hours movie, maybe 3 hour movie at least. It's just it's 6 minutes long like that. Like I love that line as well. Actually, that line's just so good. That made me laugh that bit. But he just looks like Mick Jagger for some reason. On stage parts, it will be good. I think at the very end of the film, they might probably an excerpt from it that will probably go. That the very last time they go on Live Aid, and they'll probably digitally enhance it and digitally compose it, which would look great for the film because this all leads up to Live Aid and then it goes to Wembley. And I'm really predicting it might just be fine. I hope I won't be the only person who watches the movie, who will watch the movie in cinemas. Well, I mean, like I say, it's a hit and miss thing. If you like it, you love it, or you hate it. You have to try and make ends meet in a way. How 50-50 split between like saying good or bad, you know, is it between it? But again, I don't know. I mean, you guys are the ones who want to talk about it. So let's talk about it. We're not going to talk about this all night. We'll talk about it for another hour or so, and then we'll just let you think about it. You know, give your own decision about it. Anyway, this is Queensville's live chat tonight, talking about the Freddie Mercury movie reaction. We're also going to talk about general chat as well tonight. If you want to talk about any music happenings or anything happening with the new project, which is coming out in 3 weeks' time. Jade's album is now scheduled to be released, not Jodie's album. Jodie is ill, I'm afraid. This is our new signing. We've just signed at this time, and she's bringing out her album in the next 2 weeks' time. Maybe longer than that, actually. Depending on how much we've got actually for that as well. Consider that Mike Myers might play Elton John. Mike Myers is in the film. Mike Myers is in the film. Very unusual. But he's a fan. I think Brian wanted him actually for that. Can you show booklets in your collection? Booklets. What sort of booklets do you mean? Oh, you mean like DVD things like we did last week? Yeah, I have actually got them here. I think I have. This is my very old Queen folder. I've had this for many, many years. And this is dirty. This thing's dusty as hell. Yeah, this is DVDs and CDs. The DVD booklets, I have got them in here actually. I do keep them in here because basically references what they are. I mean, this is the original. This was amazing. This was a Q special thing that came out, the Inside Story of Queen. So it's actually pretty good. Actually, that one's pretty good. It's actually nice. So it's cool. But this thing was actually brilliant to buy. I bought this for £5 in the Excellent. And this is excellent. This thing. This is well worth it. There was part 2 of this, but part 2 never got out for some reason. I don't know why. Never did. But I have got DVD booklets in here. CD booklets I don't have because I keep these basically in here so they don't get damaged. Don't get damaged on it. There's also like this promotion stuff in here. There's all like these booklets here I've got as well, which is cool. At time HMV, yeah, it was HMV as well. HMV was good. I'm watching the FA Cup football about to kick off. Wembley versus Man United. Chelsea prediction, maybe Chelsea to win, but you never know. Well, yeah, we know what's about though. We'll see. Planet says maybe we'll see characters play Michael Jackson, David Bowie, in the 80s setting. They both have stories for another one bites the dust under pressure. That would be a very interesting thing. That would be very interesting. Depending if they get the right guy to do it, which is one thing for it. Anyway, so I have here some promotion stuff, which is booklets from DVDs and stuff, and obviously gaming wants to see them for some reason. Yeah, I don't mind. The first one is Love of Life Singer Songs. This is the insert to this. This is the back of it, which is obviously from Mr. Bad Guy. Sponsor a star on loveoflifesingersongs.com. Obviously, it's obviously Brian May's own website. You believe it is. Pay money towards the money actually goes towards the money that generates from this sale goes towards the Freddie Mercury Trust on it. This thing was actually very good indeed. This thing was very good indeed. I actually like the fact that when they issued it many years ago, the inside booklet, this is absolutely really good. Very good research in this as well. But it took a lot of time to actually put this together, which was very nice indeed. So it was really cool. Fernando Miguel, hi from Brazilian fan. Nice you join us. Talk about the Queen movie. If you've seen the Queen movie trailer, let me know your reaction to it. These are great pictures as well. This one was obviously from the tour that came. That one there was from the promotion tour that Freddie was doing. And then you've got the 70s one and that one as well. Also, you have got the Untold Story on here as well, which is the Untold Story, the director's cut version of the Untold Story. Yes, with the original audio track on it, because the other track is crap. Audio track is crap. And some pictures from the book side, which last week I showed you guys obviously that white one, the Freddie Mercury Pretender book. Exactly the same thing of the big book as well. But pretty good pictures in here actually from it, especially that one. That's amazing. It's cool. From Made in Heaven, the video shoot. These pictures, I think this was unnecessary to actually do this. No. They should never have done that on the bottom. They should have just cut that off and made that just one picture for us. That ruins it badly. Terrible. That one's alright. That one's from the Great Pretender shoot there. And then this one's from his party that he had in there thingy. Interesting actually how they've cut this off. They've actually cut this picture to replicate it from the white box set there. Terrible decision to do that, but let's blow it up and let's make it more HD inside it. Exactly. The only thing about that set is I don't like the remixes on that CD. I don't like the remixes on the CD at all. I hate them. I hate the remixes. Should have never done them. Absolutely atrocious. The next one we have is this is the original Oxford Flicks booklet with all of the single releases in here. Actually, that American one there, which was one released there. Also, it's got all the. I mean, this was a fantastic set when it came out on VHS. I mean, this was great. Still stays really good indeed. The VHS version of this, by the way, tape 1 with the extra scenes in is actually taken from the original VHS that came out in 1981 on EMI video, music video, and then they overpasted the end credits with putting the 4 extra bonus videos, which was Keep Yourself Alive, Liar, Killer Queen, and Now I'm Here, which is cool. And this set is really good. The sound quality on this video 2 is horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. It just dies. It just really, I don't know what was going on with that. It was just horrendous at the time. This is Queen Greatest Hits 2, 3, Flicks 3 video, VHS video. I have no idea where the VHS video went for this. I lost it somewhere, but I think it's not lost somewhere anyway. I hate this book. I hate this booklet so much. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I think this is the worst booklet they've ever done. Just basically, there's no point showing it because it's a replica of the CD anyway. So you see. Next one we have. This is the American print of We Will Rock You, and this is all you get inside it, which is all the shot scenes. It's beautiful. And actually, that I do prefer the US version compared to the UK one. US version is brilliant, all uncut, all restored. UK version, European version, fuck off, because it's shite, absolute shite. Then we've got Greatest Hits Volume 1. Everybody knows about this one, with all the pictures inside it as well, especially that one, which is interesting, with Freddie that's gone down a bit on that one, and yeah, but I think they did a phenomenal job with this. Actually, it was so good. The second one was a bit alright, but was a bit weird about it. It's an interesting picture of obviously with Roger on there. I have no idea where that's from, but yeah, some good rehearsal pictures as well. And the DVD was dedicated to Mike Stone because he passed away during the making of this set. Because Mike Stone was the engineer for all the Queen things as well. Queen Montreal Live Aid. I hate this DVD set. As I say, this is identical. This is identical to We Will Rock You, right? Don't buy this at all. It's absolutely dreadful. The print is horrendous. Pictures are horrible in here. Ugh. Sound quality is pretty good. For the sound quality, it's really good. And I've got digital downloaders. But the print on this is just like milk. It's too milky on the print itself. But I don't like this booklet. It's crap. Absolutely crap. It's just really bad. I don't even think about starting on the second disc of this one. Awful. Don't get it. Live at the Ball 82. The audio is brilliant. The visuals of this I don't really recommend. It's not recommended really for it. But it's a good concert anyway. But I like the CD one better anyway from it. There's nothing much really. There's just pictures from the band anyway. But it's just rehearsals footage. Nothing much to say about it really for it. Well, you got like a weird Roger Taylor there, which is going a bit crazy on there for some reason. The tour was a bad tour. It was a bad tour, that one. And then we've got 2 different versions of this one, which is here. There's 2 different versions of this one. This one is the reissue because you've got the fisheye lens on the back, which is absolutely necessary on there. And you've got this one with the magic back on it as well, which is all you've got in there with queenonline.com. So that's how you can tell the differences of that one from this one. The pictures inside this one are different. Page 2. Obviously, that's taken from the back of the album of the thingy of the other ones. These 2 pictures here are not in the actual original. These 2 pictures are not in the original. I'll show you the original in a minute. And these pictures are absolutely different to anything else. It's John Deacon there and Brian from Friday Night Concert. That picture's in there obviously. And then you've got Freddie on stage. Then you've got Geeky Boy. That is the same picture I had before. Then you've got a picture that was put in here. It was actually replaced with another picture. This is a picture from the Friday Night Concert. Then you've got this one here. And then you've got Brian, Roger stage. And then you've got the final one, which is identical to what it was on the back. So that's a reissue. That's a reissue of it, okay? Now, this is the original one. I'll get you chats, guys, in a minute. I promise I will. Just trying to get anyways. This is the original one. So, basically what I did was, in the original, they did limited pictures in this one. You've got the same beginning of that one. Then you've got that picture there. So that's why that picture was kind of different to the reissue. Then you've got that picture there. Then you've got that picture there. So this picture wasn't in that booklet. Obviously, this is why it was changed. A Magic Show. That is not that. This is what was replaced in that one. So that was different. And that one, obviously, there. Then the Freddy one. Then that's the best part of all. They didn't put this part in. I wish they did. That's the original one, and I like that picture. That's the one I love so much. That picture there. And then you've got the same for that one as well, the back one. So that's the original one, because the catalogue number on this is 490719. Apparently they didn't put a catalogue number in this one. Well, they did. That's an international number. So that one, you can tell, that's why there's two different versions of that one. Greatest Video Hits 2 booklets. This one, I think, this one, I'm not going to go through this one, because this is where, you know all the pictures in here anyway. It's just basically bog standard, same thing as before, with text on it, which is pretty good. Some Weary Rocky promotional tickets. There's 3 of those. Q and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So all of that's Weary Rocky promotion. There's also promotion here for the Logitech Queen squeeze box. Which if you've seen it on Gary Taylor's channel, Gary Taylor, he has this thing, but I don't recommend it. It's crap. It's absolute crap. All you do is you just basically get just a radio, Queen radio, apparently access to a Queen radio on Logitech. Unfortunately, the radio is no longer there now. It's died. This was like printed in 2000 and let's see. 2000 and something that was printed before the DVD came out with that one anyway. And then this booklet, this booklet is actually is horrendous. This booklet is horrendous. The DVD when it came out was good. Pictures are pretty nice in here for what they are. I don't recommend the DVD of this one at all. This original DVD should be banned, and you just get rid of it. It's absolutely dreadful. It's no uncut. And one of my favourite ones is from Jessica Soto Queen concert, and this is phenomenal, with a brilliant story of how he got into the Queen thing of it, and the way that he did this show was outstanding. I mean, if you want to see a Queen tribute band, that's the guy you want to go and see. That's out the DVD. That's actually behind me there. That's a Queen's Jessica Soto concert. That's on YouTube. Spend the night with some beers and watch this bloody concert. You will love it so much. He's an absolutely phenomenal guy, this guy is. A whole 2.5 hours with which on my channel I've got the bonus videos, which is just on the acoustic set. That's like 6 videos on there. That's on there as well with an outtake, which was deleted from the DVD. And that's all the booklets for that. I keep them in there because just keep them in there so I don't get them damaged, which is even nice indeed. And I got a letter also from, I actually had a letter from Richard Mace, who was Jeff's promoter at the time, and he's still really phenomenal. So that booklet is amazing. It's cool. Good time writing that as well. That's wonderful. Right, let's go back to the chat room now. We're talking about Freddie Mercury the movie today. We're also discussing general chat as well. Fernando says, I really enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody trailer. Good. It's impossible to play Freddie Mercury. However, I saw a real effort there to bring us a huge experience. As a friend said, let's wait till the movie comes out. That's what I'm thinking as well. I think that this film, if you've seen it again, I've just got kind of a mixed feeling with it, really, mixed reaction to it. I mean, if you guys are watching this back on YouTube, by the way, quite one of you leave a comment about it. But as far as I understand, the film it'll be worth going to see it in the cinemas and then give you your own experience about it. The date's released out, actually. I'm going to go and try and get to see it on the date's actually released on 2nd November in the UK. America's going to give it later on. And then after that, I'll come back and probably do a late chat with it and get a reaction to it as well. I might actually vlog it live on my phone and do it live on YouTube, which would be good. I just don't know whether people are going to take it as a great thing or a good thing. I don't know. It's very unusual. But they're still taking auditions for them anyway. I think I understand doing that now. But for this Freddie Mercury movie, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, whatever they're going to call it, yeah, I don't know. I just think it might be good. What it is. So Planet Mixer, I think he's actually right about it. Fernando says, he says, I really like it. I just don't know if it's going to be a thing of it. I saw really like it. It brings a huge experience. As a friend said, we'll wait till the movie comes out. Yeah, the worldwide release comes out later on, obviously, when you get like in a week's time when it's out anyway. Have you heard this? Planet says, we heard this rumor going around that Queen of Bowie duets raw sessions that Brian May is considered releasing. Yes, I have. Brian is considering bringing it out actually for the Under Pressure takes that they never used, which I really think that would be amazing. But I don't know whether they're going to release it on David's company or they're going to release it, because apparently they pay more money to David Bowie's company, ISO Records, paid more money to Brian May to actually get that song out. If you didn't know about that, ha ha ha, I do. Because with it being a joint venture between Tinted Retro Music, ISO Records, they paid more money to Brian May for that for Under Pressure song to be re-released again. So Gaming Head says excuse me. Gaming Head says, should I buy the Freddie Mercury Messenger of the Gods set? That's the CD set, isn't it? That's a single release, isn't it? I think. My answer is, if you haven't bought the box set and you haven't bought the booklet, my suggestion is, if you want to spend 30 quid on getting a set which is all right, I would have a look at the artwork first and have a look at the booklet online on the PDF file. If someone's got a PDF of it first, have a look at the box set first. But go on Discogs. Discogs has got all the pictures on Discogs. In my point of view, I think it's a good set, but I'm not sure if you get a booklet with it or anything, but maybe. But it's up to you guys. But I can't really say yes or no. But yeah, probably has. Have you seen a YouTuber called Darren Locke before? I know Darren Locke. I heard of him many years ago, but he did a channel which was all Queen reviews, and I didn't like it because there was things like that he never went through. Like, he never went through production side. He never goes through anything. All he talks about is just. The main issue is he talks about the CD release, but nothing else about ordinary about the mixing or anything. Nothing at all. Good guy, but I don't like him. Fernando says, hi Gary, nice collection, a nice dog. I'm not Gary. My name's Tez. My dog is downstairs. Gary says, I hope it's going to be worth watching with the controversy that's going to be around during the work. Yeah, that's something I really would love to know about that, actually. What was all that about? I think the script will maybe very interesting to read, actually. Gary says I have both of. Oh, I have both of them. Oh, do you have both of you? All right. Well, maybe yeah. That was really yeah. Check it out. It's a film, not a documentary. Yes, I do agree. It's that it is a film, not a documentary. Mikhail's joined us. He says tonight is an Axel Rudy Pell live stream from the Hard Rock Festival. Yes, I know about it, and I wish to God I would be. I wish I was going to watch it, but unfortunately I can't watch the live stream because it was supposed to be on Facebook tonight, but they've pulled it from Facebook because they don't want people recording it and streaming it over fucking YouTube and getting blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like Ted Poley. Crazy. Ted Poley. Stupid person. Ted Poley's a character in Alf, isn't he? You don't know who I'm talking about, by the way. There's a guy here who thinks he is crazy dude of the world. I'll have to show you the guy. I'll have to show you this guy. This is Ted Poley. This guy is nuts. He is just he's just completely lunacy. Ted Poley's just a nutcase. He thinks he's really up to the job of being in the next band or anything. But if you've ever seen the video for Pick Up the Pieces, you really don't want to watch it because it's so terrible. It's just so terrible. Actually, that's an idea. That's what we should do. Instead of having a video, let's type in. Actually, let me download this now and I can show you the video for that Ted Poley video. And I'll give you the reaction of what it is anyway of that because it is funny. It is funny. It's funny. It's funny. I'll just see if I've got my downloader open. I do have my downloader open. That's fantastic. So I'm going to show you that video, the Ted Poley video anyway. Might as well. We'll have a bit of fun tonight on you anyway from it. I just want to show you the video. I can't put the audio on, but I just got to show you how he moves. It's about the moves, baby. Oh, it's so funny. I'll have to wait till it comes on first, and then we'll put it on. While I wait for the download anyway, we'll keep more of the chat coming in. This is live chat here tonight, live in Queensville. Yeah, we talk about the Freddie Mercury movie, the Bohemian Rhapsody movie coming out. My overall opinion about it is, I'm kind of like, yeah, I want to go and see it, but I kind of want to think a little bit about it. But we'll let you guys have your own say tonight. At the end of the stream, try and give yourselves some more comments, please. What's your favourite song from Mr. Bad Guy? Mr. Bad Guy album. That's a good question. Actually, the Mr. Bad Guy album is I'm a bit of a hit and miss with it, to be honest. I like Made in Heaven. I like there must be more life than this. I like the last track on it, which is Love Me Like There's No Tomorrow. Actually, it's interesting about that Mr. Bad Guy album, but I know there's only 11 tracks on the album originally, but the last track on the album they were going to issue was She Blows Hot and Cold, but they refused it. They didn't want to put it on because it had to be an 11-track album. But for the original bonus, for the original CD that came out, they put the extended versions of because Freddie and Mac remixed the tracks obviously for when they did it. 3 tracks came out, 12 single versions. I Was Born to Love You, which was the only hit, which was, as I understand, was 2 hits off that album. The rest of them didn't hit at all, didn't chart. But B-sides are great. B-sides are really good. That's cool. Because Brian May is actually on the track of She Blows Hot and Cold on the extended version of it. And it's really cool. Brian May has always said he wants Freddie Mercury to be remembered for his music and the early story of being in Queen, not his death. And I think this movie would bring justice to people a bit better. That's absolutely you've just hit the nail on the head there, mate. That is just spot on again. Absolutely spot on, mate. I do think, yes, I do have to agree with that. That is a true statement of where it is. It is. That's just really spot on. That is really spot on. So yeah, that's very interesting indeed. Right, now, before we play this thing, yeah, this is the video. This video is so stupid. This is a band called Tokyo Motor Fist. I'm not going to play the audio because I'm not allowed to play the audio on here. Play video audio. But you've got to see this video because this video cracked me up so much. I don't like this. I do like the song, but I think it went over the top. And I think if someone did a shreds of this thing, I would fucking go nuts for it. So can't play audio, I'm afraid, guys. But just check out the moves on this guy. The video is so funny. He thinks he's the next big thing in the. That's just what they did in the video shoot. He's just so stupid. He's so stupid. The way he just acts it out. It's just saying that we're gonna re-overdo it. We can't do it live. We have to do it over the top with the video. It looks like they really went on town on this as well, but it's they went really over the top on this video. Just very yeah. It's it's so stupid. It's so stupid. This is amazing. Why are they taking the piss out of this movie? It's just so funny. Oh man. I mean, he's thinking he's trying to be the next Axel Rudy Pella or Axl Rose. And he's like, yeah, I'll just dance around like this and we'll just do some hand movements and just say, I am here to give you a time of your life just to really punch up this video. Yeah. With a very it's just the video's so stupid. Ted's trying to be his most best creation in the world. Oh, it's just so, look at him, he's so stupid on stage. He's just like he's just trying to think he's just the humans of the way. He's just nuts. But yeah, that's why the band failed. The band failed because of Paulie's stupid idiocy on stage. Just very unusual. He's very trying to be macho. Look at him. just so stupid. It's a stupid video. What a stupid video it's made. Anyway, absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, that's absolute crap. I'll tell you what. When we do a video shoot for Jade's song, and in fact Jade's album is now confirmed to be out, by the way. This is the girl who's going to take off her fucking good career. She gets her album released in 3 weeks. Literally, when Burn comes out, we're kicking the asses out the fucking front of his records. You watch. Yeah, amazing. Anyway, it says, "Mama Paradise and Loving Like the Sun Tomorrow is great. Mama Paradise I don't like. I hate that song. I hate that to death. Should never have done it." Understanding. Is the Hard Rock Festival stream blocked in England, Tez? Yes, it is. Yes, it is blocked in the UK. But unfortunately, you've got to pay for that now. The Hard Rock Festival, you can only pay for it. You know that they can't show it in the UK. You've got to be a US resident for it. Shame about that. One thing. Freddie Mercury's joined. Pseudonym name. Yes. Hey man. Hey. Good to see you, mate. We just watched a funny video called Mr. Poley. Can this play again? Oh, it can. Yeah. Here's a laugh. Here's a laugh for you. If you want a laugh of somebody who you want to listen to, check out this guy's moves. This guy. There he goes. There he goes. Macho. Yeah. You do we? Silly person. Okay. Brilliant. Yeah, so the Hard Rock Festival is blocked in the UK, I'm afraid. Yes, you couldn't be a US resident at all. If you've got a blocker in the UK, use an unblocker for it. It's cheaper that way. Gaming Head says, do you know when this old tired body wants to sing on the big solo collection by Freddie? It's so funny. I know. It's the best. That's the best. I've got it on the down. I ripped the whole. All the tracks from the box set onto my hard drive anyway, and I love that. I love it so much. It's really funny. It's actually a great outtake, that, and he's goes over the top with it. To be honest, he's good. Yeah. No. 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 Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Don't start, Devon. Do not start with me. Wouldn't let me take you out. I'm going to take you out. Dogs want to go for a WALK. Freddie Mercury says, what's your favourite Game Tour show? The favourite Game Tour show? It has to be the favourite Game Tour show of the world. It has to be Brazil. Because that was amazing. That's when Freddie was in form. When they did that Love My Life and that Sao Paulo. Is it Sao Paulo did it? Sao Paulo. That is the best one. Buenos Aires and Sao Paulo. But Sao Paulo was the best one. That was amazing. That was so emotional. That show was great. I really like the show. It's very good indeed. Never been to a Queen concert in my life. Never ever been to a Queen concert in my life. I only went to see one tribute show called Gary Mullen and the Works, but he was dreadful. He's not really the best. Tribute bands are okay, but tribute bands are a bit. They're all right. They'll do. But yeah. The other tour shows I like is it's the 85 one and the Australia one, which they never ever released. I wish they released that one. And the Japan show happened in 82, and but obviously they were bootlegs. They were actually reissued on Greatest Hits 2. They were actually reissued as bootlegs once. It was cool, but yeah, but it's terrible quality. So terrible quality. Edited shit it is. Probably for me, Early Game, Inglewood, Oakland, and Phoenix. Yeah, actually those three are very. They're rare actually. Them rocks actually got rare tracks in them. They're very good recordings in there. But they're very good actually. Those. But the Game Tour is the Works Tour and the Game Tour are the best ones it ever did. The Works Tour was fantastic, and the Game Tour was fucking great. In fact, I like the Game album. I love the Game album so much because then the way that they just engineered that album is outstanding. Before the early stuff, like the 70s stuff, Hyde Park is the one that people want to get out next. Hyde Park is really on the cards to get out, which is interesting. But they never release it. Gregson Bootlegs is an amazing person. Greg was actually one of my very good close friends actually in America. He is brilliant. He just uploaded loads and loads of shows, and he got the Nebworth 86 one as well. You sure did. He got it. Right. Now I'm going to do. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the comments page now because I've had a lot of comments received from the last couple of weeks. So keep your chats coming in, guys. Anything you want to talk about? Freddie Mercury movie reaction, please. We'd love to find out if you want to go and see the movie and everything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the comments page because I've been really getting very we just go back to my live stream. My live stream's gone off for some reason, sorry. No, we're still live. We are still live. Offline, not offline. We're still live. That's it. So yeah. But we're going to go back to the chat in a few minutes. What we're going to do first is we're going to do the Potluck chat is. Oh, the Potluck chat stopped now. I'll put it again. So let's bring up Potluck chat again. So I can see chats, and it should reset in a second. There we are. And then if you give you guys chats coming in, we'll do what we're going to do now is we're going to do some comments that I've received from the last couple of days, and we are going to open up the tab for this. Right, so these are some of the comments we received a couple of days ago. Planet Mixer says, "Can you please do a reaction to Bohemian Rhapsody?" Yes, it's already done today. Nicola Pierce has also got in touch as well. God, she sent me a long one. It's too long to read. I'll take it out inside. Paul Openshaw says, "When can I order the album Dead Inside?" It says 11th to the 5th. Can't find it anywhere. Only thing comes up is Dead Inside by Muse. Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's been delayed now until further notice. So, but we're going to bring out Jade's album instead, which is going to be phenomenal. If you think Dead Inside was great, wait until the preview mix comes out of Jade's album. Maybe I'll stream out later on actually tonight. Oh, we're going to play. Obviously, we'll play My Best Days as well later on with the Queen riffs. Got to listen to that. It's amazing. Play that in a few minutes actually, guys. Nicola says, Nicola gave me a lot of comments this month. Jesus Christ, absolutely crazy stuff. So Nicola Pierce sent me loads of messages, and I'm going to try and read them as much as I can because I'm going to get you guys chatting in it as well for this as well. Let's see. Hi Tez, I'm part way through watching a download of your general chat from 27th to the 4th, 18. My life's been so hectic lately, and I'll be behind all things. I hope your mate Mark got his Queen collection treasures safely. What a cow! Some people are so spiteful, and that's beggars belief. My primary reason for this message is to ask you if you're aware of the YouTube video, the alternative video, before it was edited. The Door documentary, Freddie Mercury, The Untold Story. You mentioned this documentary in this general chat, and it got me wondering how many people are aware of this version. I happened upon it by chance YouTube searching it last year. The sound isn't brilliant, and there are gaps in it, but it's well worth it for the extra alternative anecdotes with the people in Freddie's life. I totally agree with that actually. Notably, some lovely adaptations from Mary Austin, Wayne, Ealing, and Dave Clark. I'm passing a link in case you don't know about it. I will do. I'll check it out. That's interesting. Yeah. Yes. If you guys were watching the stream the last 3 weeks ago, and if you haven't been keeping up with the phone stories, Mark's collection. I've got a massive update to tell you guys, and I'll tell you that later on in the show. So keep tuned for that. Devin, you're gonna have to go outside, baby girl. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Devin, go downstairs now. Get out. Get out. You're not coming in. You're not coming in, Devin. You're staying out there. Devin can just do what she wants. She doesn't want to go out tonight. So, yes, I've got a massive update about Mark's Queen collection, but we'll get to that later. She's also sent me a message saying, let's see. I realised there was a Queen's video about that I downloaded and somehow I missed out watching in order. It was one dated on the 4th of the 4th, 18. Well, I finally watched it today. If you refer to my post on your discussion page, the Champions of the World VCD I managed to buy and asked if it was possible for me to rip it and share it with you. Well, seemingly it won't rip. At least I can't get it to do so. You're cleverer than I am with some techie stuff. So you probably have been able to do it. She's actually sent me something interesting. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but thank you much for that information. P.S. The Champions of the World DVD runs for 2 hours long. Is it longer than the VHS set? The VHS set had actually got 5 minutes extra in the VHS of it. 5 minutes extra is actually it's nothing much, but it's decent anyway. She's also said, I checked out the Wardour Queen Neb with 2 CD-ROM DVDs set on Discogs. And sadly, Discogs has blocked this sales of this set. The Wardour release isn't available on iOffer either. Looks like I'm stuck with my only YouTube in Nebworth. I'll keep looking. I do have a DVD of the Queen Newcastle concert coming, which I bought via iOffer. Looking forward to that. Finally treating myself to the Freddie Mercury Montrose statue from Queen Online a couple of weeks ago. Beautiful. Thanks for the topper, Nebworth. I'll keep looking for that one. Thanks for the Queen's of videos too. All the best, Nicola. Yeah, Nicola, absolutely no problem at all. Absolutely perfect. Last one she sent was about Freddie Mercury's solo collection by eBay. She said that was about to purchase it, and last one I checked on the listing, and in a few months In that few moments, the seller had made an offer option to the listing. Wow, look, they'd be asking 100 quid for a say 95 P&P, so we'll offer 90 quid. Can't offer 97. I hit back with 95, which they accepted. Quite pleased with the price. Waiting for the seller to ship it. Look forward to owning this little beauty. Was rewatching your video, examining your own Freddie Mercury solo collection, and you mentioned how you loved Leslie Ann Jones's biography. I absolutely love that biography. It's brilliant. Best one that she ever wrote. In addition to the Freddie Mercury definitive biography is crap. It's absolute rubbish. Do you know if there is any news on Jim Jenkins' proposed book? I want it all my family get to print. Jim Jenkins is still going to release that, but I don't know when it'll be out. She also said, more books I recommend is More of the Real Life by David Evans and David Minns. Yes, that is a really good one as well. The Afterlife of Freddie Mercury. I've heard of that one. Not a bad book, actually, that one. And Entertainment Mr. Mercury was illustrating with this book, and it's well worth reading it. It's very good indeed. So that is what we had for the comments page. Just some other stuff that I'll talk about anyway. But that's that anyway. That's that out of the way. Right, now we'll go back to the chat and then we'll talk about Mark's Queen update, which I've got a massive update to tell you guys about that in a minute. It's really interesting. Let's see. News of the World debate is in August. News of the World debate. Whatever that is anyway. What's your favourite Queen Freddie documentary? Favourite Queen documentary was the one they showed on Channel 5, which was Who Wants to Live Forever, which was played by that Australian guy. Awesome. And the Queen documentary, the one I like is Champions of the World. It is phenomenal. Really up to date. He's smashing that one. I wish they had continued doing that series. Very documentary would have to be The Untold Story. But the director's cut version, the uncut version of The Untold Story on that collection, on that version, it's edited. It's just a lot of shit missing out of it. But edited badly for it anyway. But there's also another thing about it is the box set version has got the alternative commentary on it, which is shit. That one's got the original commentary with John Pertwee on it. Sean Pertwee did that one. That version is rubbish. The commentary is crap and it's all lunacy and crazy and nuts. Don't recommend that one at all. Absolutely naff. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Devin could be such a pain in the ass. Just going to check something out as well. I'll turn this off and put the Wi-Fi on there. No, that's fine. Just refresh that. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's do one more, and then we'll get back to the chats after this minute. Greg and Friends debate. Oh, Greg and Friends debate about a News of the World. News of the what? News of the World tour. We've done 281 of the game and the Crazy tour. All right. Oh. Thanks for letting me know. I'll definitely will get in touch with him and I'll ask him if I can be part of it as well on Skype because he's got a Skype account as well, which is cool. Right. Keep just coming in, guys. Okay. Now updates. Now. We've now got give me just 2 seconds, guys. Right. Okay. Was just checking on Jodie's status there. By the way, guys, she is not well at all. Plans are on hold for her album coming out, guys. I'm afraid. So when we get a statement from Jodie, we'll explain the reasons what's going on. Because we've had to delay our album release. So just let you know, guys, that we are not going to bring out this release instead. This release is not going. You're going to be the one that's coming out, by the way. Secret Voice, and these tracks will be played on the live stream in the next couple of days. So look out for that one. We're going to play some tracks from Jodie's album, though. We're going to play My Best Days later. If you like the Brian May riffs and the Queen riffs, we're going to play My Best Days, the new version of it. You have to hear it. It's brilliant. It's so good. I'll play for you actually in a moment when we get it sorted out. Right, Mark's Queen collection update. Here is something interesting you guys would love to know. This goes out to Nicola. This goes out to Mark. This also goes out to you guys on Queen's Vote to find out what happened to his Queen collection. Mark gave me a phone call last week. Mark, I'm happy to say his Queen collection was saved, but she destroyed 3 items that was precious to him. There was the No One But You picture disc was scratched and cut to pieces. He also had Let Me Live, and that was cut to pieces. And there was another picture disc, and then Under Pressure 12-inch single was destroyed. All that was destroyed. That was the only 3 items that he lost. The rest of his stuff's safe actually, and he is getting it all back. He's moving to the Northeast in August, September, and I have to say, guys, all of his other stuff was saved, and I'm very glad it was. But as for the people who out there who really don't like Queen and just don't justify what they do, if you're watching out there, you don't do that to a Queen collection at all. You do not do that. That is wrong. That is seriously wrong. So it's absolutely dreadful. But Queen's collection was saved. It's all saved, so it's all in storage. And you get it to go back as well, which is interesting, which is cool. Planet Mixer says, did you know the person that's playing John Deacon in the movie is the kid from the first Jurassic Park movie? If you've seen that also. Is it? Seriously? Oh. I like Jurassic Park actually. I love Jurassic Park films. I think they're brilliant. The third one was really good. The fourth one, I didn't like it. The first one was static. That's really interesting news, that. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. That's cool. Okay, guys. I think we have done a great stream tonight of this. And now, I want to play you a new mix that we got a couple of days ago of the song My Best Days, if you heard it on the Dead Inside album. And if you love Brian May and Freddie Mercury, you have to hear this new version that we did. Got a great guitarist called Andy Mack. Fucking phenomenal guy. He works at Apollo Studios in Prudhoe. He's doing all the whole albums for Jodie and these albums anyway. And you guys, we have to play this new version of My Best Days. It's a seriously phenomenal what you're going to hear. And he did a version with guitars, but we'll play the guitar version anyway, because this is the guitar version that's going to get re-recorded. And this, to me, sounds absolutely brilliant. Then I'll have to go, guys, because we're going to be doing the stream early tonight as well. So if you love Queen, Brian May, Freddie May riffs, listen to this version of My Best Days. You're going to turn it up so loud, and I tell you what, listen to this. I tell you what, I was so happy to get this dude on board with this album. I tell you what, he did a phenomenal job of that song. But that's not the finished mix, so I'm happy to do some edits on that, obviously, because we had to talk about it for a couple of days. But next week I'll get the whole album mixed and it's done. And then when Jodie's way enough to come up, we'll get sorted out. But that's the Queen mix of Harvest Days. I love it. I was crying my eyes out at the end of it. I was like, oh my god, this guy's a phenomenal job. He actually he's a great guy. He's actually a tribute band for Alice Cooper, UK, and he is fucking awesome. Best guy I've ever met in my life. Couldn't have got a better job for guitars than that. Fabulous work. That's so cool. So you guys can hear it a bit better because I have to turn the sound down because of the mixer on that thing of it and stuff. Okay, guys, we're nearly coming to the end of the chat now. Unfortunately, yeah, I know time's getting on. I'm afraid time for you know who's got to go anyway. So 5 more minutes, and then we'll have a chat with you guys anyway. Gaming Head says I won't destroy any music collection, no matter what music is. I totally agree. And Freddie Mercury says Greg has always said, as long as you have a decent mic and know the live shows, you'll be good to go. That is very true. Very true. True statement to end tonight's Queensville, isn't it? That's cool, anyway. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a brilliant stream. Thank you much for all your contributions tonight. I really appreciate it. We're back with another stream next Saturday. And also, well, we'll have some brand new tracks to play you next week as well because Jade's album's coming out. Yay! And she's coming to the studio on Thursday. And we made James come up as well, which is cool. They're coming here to do the vocals for her album. By the time hopefully we'll have the finished mixes done with Andrew. Andy's going to be doing the rest of the mixes for the album. and yeah, that's been a great stream. But I really enjoyed it tonight. I really enjoyed it. My reaction again about the Freddie Mercury movie, it's your decision. In the day, it's your decision, guys. You make your own decision what you think about it. So that's it for me tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really enjoyed the stream. I'm going to have an amazing week next week. Next week is going to be great. We've got audition tomorrow. We've also got, I think it's tomorrow got audition, and then we've got Thursday is busy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got a couple of days free. And my website is getting launched next couple of weeks. If you want to follow me more, visit the ST Entertainment page on Facebook. Like the page and keep it tuned to the live streams next week because we've got some great tracks coming out. And then we've got planned release of Jade's album coming out. Yay! And I'll tell you all about that on next week's stream, by the way, guys. So I promise I will. Who's Jade? Who's she? No, go to ST Entertainment for more information. She's the new signing on label. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week for another Queensville chat. Until then, have a great time and see you guys soon. Until then, good night. Bye.